Plus 2,000 parlay cash yesterday, guys. We love to see it. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We're back with your best bets for Major League Baseball here for you today on Thursday, September 4th, 2025. We're going to have your best MLB player props, run lines, totals, parlays here for you today. We're going to have 3 picks in the video. Let's run it back and get another sweep here today.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cat made now. Straight fire.
As always, my friends, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Super excited about today's slate again and excited to try to run this back, guys, and get back-to-back sweeps. As always, like I said, hit the like and subscribe for me. It really does help me out. We got NFL football starting today. Our best bets videos are live for both Thursday night football and also our week 1 spreads and totals picks for every game. We got both those videos live. I'll have those tagged here at the end of this video, so make sure you guys don't forget to check those videos out. Obviously, we're gearing up for NFL and looking for a great season there. Let's hop right into the recap from yesterday, guys. We brought out the broom, although I didn't bring the broom with me, but that's okay. We brought out the broom yesterday. I'm just going to just do a little sweep there. 3-0 plus 7.44 units. That was one of our best unit days here at the channel as far as what we've posted. We cashed, obviously, all 3 of our plays and our For the Sweep Parlay, which was plus 2,053 odds. We love to see it, guys. Absolutely great stuff. And honestly, it was pretty easy. It was one of the easier days that we've had here. It didn't even really make us sweat too much. Soto cashed his over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Yandy Diaz cashed his over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And they did this, well before their last at-bats anyway. So they got those done easily. Aaron Nola under 17.5 outs with Bryce Terang over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Terang gets there in his second at-bat, and Nola was pretty much heading for the exits. We kind of knew that he wasn't going to go 60 for the most part. He gave up 5 runs early, and then, made it a little interesting because he did pitch 5 innings, but still pretty easy there on that one. And then Zach Littell under 18.5 outs. There was no doubt about that one. He was never getting that. With Alejandro Kirk over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Kirk hits a home run at second at bat. So, like I said, just a pretty easy day. We love to see that. Hopefully we can replicate that once again here today. As far as our comic cappers, we had Justin McKelvey call the over 9 in the Brewers Phillies game, but I saw that line at 8.5 at a bunch of places. So I gave Justin there the credit for the win because I still felt like that was a great call. It was technically a push, but Justin McKelvey dropping the heat there in the chat. I thought that was a really good look. Technically, like I said, on his line that he posted was a push, but a lot of places I think you could have played that at 8.5. So make sure you guys are dropping your favorite pick down below. That was the only pick called out in the chat. So make sure you guys are dropping your favorite play down below in the comment section. If you do want your pick included in our comment capper section, just put a star or an asterisk next to your pick and we'll include your pick in the next video if it hits. And if we helped you guys make some money yesterday, consider becoming a Straight Fire MVP. It is just $3.99 for the entire month. $3.99. You get access to all these picks and plays early, a couple hours in advance. And it's a great way to support us here at the channel. And you do get some perks, like I said, with that, getting the plays early. And you also get some custom emojis, roll call in the Discord, and shout outs on our video. Like I said, great way to support us here at the channel and what we're trying to do. So appreciate that. You could also, if you guys are interested, you guys could also buy some merchandise. This is our Alan the Bear shirt. That is all down below in the pinned comment and description if you guys are interested in any of that kind of stuff. But without further ado, guys, it's time to get after it and get this sweep. Let's get right into our picks here for today and run this back. At number 1, we're going Ranger Suarez, under 17.5 outs. Parlay with William Contreras, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. It's going to be plus 255 odds here on Fanatics. So obviously we love the value. If we just hit this play alone, we already have a winning day. So obviously I love plays like that. You guys know this by now. But yeah, in this Brewers series, I'm looking to fade these Phillies pitchers at the moment. particularly with this being up in Milwaukee on the road. You guys know this Brewers offense has been locked in pretty much since the All-Star break. They've been absolutely scorching versus left and right-handed pitching. The Brewers are 8th for the season in WRC plus versus lefty pitching this year, 10th in walk rate, so we like to see that. Pretty solid there overall. Suarez by the hit rates. Now he is under in just 6 of 21 starts, 2 of 9 on the road, but he's under in his last two on the road. So a little bit more vulnerability here later in the season for Suarez. I really doubt the Phillies are going to want to overstretch him at this point in the season. I don't see them going crazy with the pitch count in him, and I think the Brewers are gonna put pressure on him, right? I think there's gonna be base runners in this one for the Brewers. I'm expecting it, and I'm not expecting them to overcook Suarez here. That's one of the reasons. I was talking to my friend, Got to Get the Bag, about this. Like, coming down the stretch, he was talking to me about how the starters, you can expect teams to chill a little bit on their starters and not try to run them into the ground, which makes a lot of sense because you're going to need them for the postseason. Which the Phillies are certainly heading for the postseason. So, yeah, I think this is a good spot. There's a lot of value on his under. His under alone is plus 140. Just so you guys know, you literally could just play that for great value today. But you guys know, I can't just do that. We gotta make it a thing. If we're gonna get him out of the game anyway, I think Contreras is gonna probably be a part of it, or one of these batters as far as Yelich, Churio, Contreras, Durbin. They all have great splits off of Ranger Suarez. It's another reason why I really like this. A lot of these batters have had good success off of Suarez. Contreras at the top of that list. That's why we took him. He's 9 for 22 off of Suarez with 2 walks. So he's been on base versus Suarez in 11 of 24 at bats. Can't really do it much better than that. It's a lot of data there. It's a lot of consistency. So obviously he likes batting against Suarez. He's cashed this in 8 of his last 9 games, including 3 straight. So he's also locked in at the plate right now, which is what we like to see. So this really fits the formula for what I like to see. A road pitcher on that 17.5 outline with a guy who's hot at the plate and can give Suarez a lot of trouble. So love it there for number 1 pick, guys. We got Ranger Suarez under 17.5 outs. Parlay with William Contreras over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Plus 225 odds. Or rather, plus 255 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and at number 2, we got Michael Garcia over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Parlay with Yandy Diaz over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. This is going to be plus 146 odds here on Fanatics. So obviously the value actually isn't quite as great as what you typically like to see, but these guys are in such great spots today that I really like both of them to cash. Garcia, 56% hit rate this season, 57% in home games. Batting .289 versus righty pitching. He's up against Kyle Hendricks, who's allowing a .302 average to righty batters this season. So that's one of the better matchups that you can have here today as far as Garcia versus Hendricks here, especially with Hendricks being on the road as well. And then Yandy Diaz, we cashed on him yesterday. I think did we cash on him in his first at bat? Might have been his second at bat. But he got 2 hits in his first 2 at bats and scored. So, I mean, he had 3 faster than that. He's batting .272 versus lefty pitching. Logan Allen allowing a .272 average to righty batters. So I like seeing that as well. This is another good spot here for this Rays offense here. And for Diaz specifically. He is a career 1 for 3 off of Logan Allen with a home run. So obviously we like seeing that. 57% hit rate this season, 54% in home games. 7 of his last 8, including 3 straight to this line. So you guys notice the trend. A lot of our batters that we take are on a roll, have great history and great splits. Makes for success as far as for our hitters. So really like the spot today. Love our odds here at cashing. Love it there for number 2 pick, guys. We got Michael Garcia over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Parlay with Yandy Diaz over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Plus 146 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and finally at number 3, we're going Carlos Rodon under 17.5 outs. Parlay with Shohei Ohtani over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. We're going plus 245 odds on Fanatics. Once again here, if we cash just this play, we're positive on the day, which obviously we love seeing that. But we got Rodon here, guys, under in 6 of his last 10 starts, including 6 of his last 9 on the road, which we'd love to see that. Up against the Astros today, who are 5th in WRC plus versus lefty pitching this season. 13th in walk rate for the season. And it's worth noting, Yordan Alvarez is back, which is huge, I think. It doesn't matter if there's a lefty on the mound. I know Alvarez is a lefty batter. Having Alvarez in the lineup, this dude could draw walks, long at bats. He puts together really good at bats. He's a lot like these top echelon hitters like a Soto, guys that make you work to get them out, which obviously is exactly what we want. And Rodon of late has been working. I've noticed in his last few starts, his pitch count's been high for where his inning count has been. And this is another situation, kind of like we mentioned with Suarez. I don't think the Yankees are going to want to run him into the ground here late in the season. His pitch counts have been rather high of late, and here now that it's September, I think they're not going to go so crazy with that. And I think the Astros, like I said, can knock him out of the game here. He does have a 3.47 road ERA, a 1.27 whip this season on the road, which is significant. It's a decently high whip, and definitely a whip that we can get him out. That's just, the amount of traffic that we're getting on the bases there. And then Shohei Ohtani has a ton of value on his line today. A big reason for that is obviously because Paul Skeens is on the mound for the Pirates. But that really doesn't bother me so much, especially of late. Paul Skeens was actually a lot more hittable in the month of August. He allowed a 248 batting average, which is obviously much higher than what he's allowed all season. And the splits versus lefty bats are also advantageous. He's a little bit weaker versus the lefty bat, allowing a 235 batting average. So it doesn't sound great with the type of hitter that Shohei Ohtani is, and the fact that he can draw walks, hit homers, he can do it all. I think there's good value on his line today. Like I said, it's almost 1-to-1 value on a guy that's 65% for the season to this line, 63% on the road. So obviously like that. And he's had a bit of success here versus Skeens. He's 2 for 9 off of him with a home run. So obviously like seeing that as well. We also got Ohtani here cashing in 3 straight games. So I really like the spot for him despite Paul Skeens being on the mound. I know, a lot of people probably don't like that. Me personally, it really doesn't bother me. And even still, we're going to get a couple at bats for Ohtani probably versus that Pirates bullpen as well. So in either case, you guys know what Ohtani's about. He's just too good to be denied, and I think he'll cash here today. So love it there for number 3 pick, guys. We got Carlos Rodon, under 17.5 outs. Parlay with Shohei Ohtani, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Going plus 245 odds here on Fanatics. And then, of course, our For the Sweep Parlay. This looks familiar to you guys. We cashed yesterday's. We love to see it, guys. I'm so excited when we cash that. We finally got one to go through. You guys know how close we've been on a lot of these. And we finally put one through the net yesterday, plus 2,000 odds. So we love seeing that. Today's is plus 28.55 on Fanatics. So hopefully we can run that back and make another, about 3 units on this parlay. We'd have another massive day. Which would be great. We would make, I think, almost 10 units if things went well today. So let's do it again, guys. Why not, right? I don't see any reason why we can't do it. We've had a phenomenal, last month or two of the baseball season. Like I said, as you guys know, we were down 18 or so units on the year, 18 to 20 units, and now we're up over 11 units. So what a turnaround it's been over the last month or so for us. And we, like I said, this strategy that we've implemented over the last couple months has been certainly working. And I think if we stay consistent with it, I'm still expecting our results to be good here to end the season. So, like I said, make sure you guys check out our NFL videos. I'm excited about the NFL season. We'll have our live streams coming back on Monday Night Football as well. So get ready for that, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun this season. And we'll have a lot of content for NFL. We already do this week. We have Thursday Night Football video is live, so check that out. Eagles, Cowboys. And also all your NFL Week 1 spreads and totals. That video is live as well. We covered every game, and we made 2 picks for every game. So that's a little bit more casual, obviously. I'm not telling you guys to put money on necessarily that stuff, but just to give you some insight on what we think might happen here in Week 1 in the NFL. So as always, I appreciate all of you guys. Let's have a big day today, and we will catch you guys all next time. Peace out.